Prime Minister this morning said discussions have been held with New Zealand. Is that an option for the relocation of Manus and Manus?
Well, look, what we know of Julia Gillard's deal with New Zealand was that it was a backdoor way to get into Australia, and it would have been a green light for people smugglers, because what Labor had proposed was to allow people to go to New Zealand, gain New Zealand citizenship, and then, as of right, under the visa arrangements with New Zealand, then settle in Australia. So the way that Labor had constructed this, frankly in a similar way to the way in which they'd constructed the failed Malaysia deal, meant that it was going to do nothing other than encourage people smugglers to get back into business. And we have been very mindful of all of the complexities involved in securing our borders, but we have stopped boats. We have closed 13 of 17 detention centres that Labor opened on the mainland. There have been no reported deaths at sea under Operation Sovereign Borders, and we want to continue that success. Now, what it is interesting to note is that Labor is splitting from the top down when it comes to border protection policy. There are now 5 Labor MPs who have openly defied their leader, and this is now a test of leadership for Bill Shorten. Does he have the ability to hold his team together? Well, clearly not. And it seems to me that Labor is demonstrating what happened when they were in government. That is, that they want you to believe that they will adopt policies which work and stop boats and which have been demonstrated by coalition governments to work. But really, when they're under pressure, as they are now, and Bill Shorten's had a revolt on his backbench, 5 members, and there will be more, have openly spoken in defiance of their leader, and Bill Shorten needs to pull them into line, because we're now seeing Anthony Albanese, who is part of the leadership group within the ALP, who is out condoning the words of those that have revolted on the backbench. And this is a very serious issue for Mr Shorten, because he wanted people to believe that he could hold this policy position together until the election, and hopefully for them into government, but he's demonstrated that he can't hold his team together even up to the point where the election has been called. And this is a very significant leadership test for Bill Shorten, and so far he's failed it.